welcome. Unfortunately for you, I'll be speaking rather low and into a poor quality microphone, so enjoy the ear feast. Anyways, today I'll be informing you of a piece of brilliant Roman engineering, a hypocaust. A hypocaust is essentially a pre-modern underfloor heating system, and an underfloor heating system avoids the traditional drawbacks of something like a fireplace and chimney by circulating heat across the entire underside of the floor, rather than just radiating outwards in a specific limited range, which would be an ineffective method of heating an entire household if you're only heating a specific section near the fireplace. Fortunately for most Romans, though, and this stayed evident throughout the rest of history practically, underfloor heating systems were unavailable due to the high expenses required to continue operation. As such, only wealthy Romans could practically own a hypocaust. The house here is meant as a scaled-down representation of a Roman villa, which would be the residence of the wealthy Romans. Now enough of introductions, let's actually get into what a hypocaust is. As we enter through into the basement, we can immediately view the furnace, where wood would be fed into the fire, creating heat, of course. I would hope you understand that. The furnace would often be operated by servants of the household or slaves. The furnace required a large amount of firewood to stay operational, thus contributing to the high expenses associated with running a hypocaust. Hot air and smoke from the furnace would spread out beneath the floor and upwards, radiating into the household above. Keep in mind the supports for this floor are far more spaced out. You see, 3 blocks between, 4 blocks between. Yeah, the supports for the actual Roman houses would be a lot closer together because, well, houses need to be held up. This isn't Minecraft physics, of course. I just simply space them out to show a level of detail, or rather lack of detail to emphasize the point. Whatever, I'm getting way too drawn out on this specific thing. Another implement of hypocausts would be the hollow brick spaces in between the outer and the inner walls. I'll demonstrate that right here. So air from here would of course flow over here into the space and upwards, which would allow the heating of floors above. These spaces would allow the free flow of hot air and smoke upwards and into the atmosphere. This movement of air would provide additional heat by radiating out through the walls and into the actual household as it travels upwards. Later adaptations of Roman hypocaust designs would include sealable vents. So I'll go down here to demonstrate. Sealable vents, basically just closing off this space here. Not doing it so very well. Basically, it's to stop combustion, production of heat. And then these vents would be also used in conjunction with other vents to stop the airflow out into the atmosphere, thus trapping the hot air into the walls of the house, allowing for longer heating with less wood consumption, increasing affordability of the hypocaust design. Thank you for listening to me ramble about Roman engineering, and goodbye.